Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. So welcome to our session. In last class, we started Jenkins, right? Okay, fine. So let's recap the thing first of all. First of all, it's okay. Okay. So let's recap the session one more time. In the meanwhile, first of all, Jenkins is CI/CD tool, right? What is CI here? Continuous integration. And what is the meaning of CD? Continuous delivery and continuous. We have two options for it. So can anyone tell me what is the meaning of continuous integration actually? Exact meaning. Adding old code with new code. Simply we can call this continuously build plus continuous. What you are continuously building and testing? Old code with new code. For example, in day one, if I have 100 lines of code, day two, if I have 100 lines of code, total 200 lines will be there. So I'm going to build and test. Again, in day three, if I write 100 lines of code, total number of lines will be 300. Again, all of the code, I'm going to build it and I'm going to test it. So before continuous integration, everything is going to be manual work and it is going to be a lot of time waste. But after continuous integration, work is completely automated and we are saving a lot of time. So CD stands for continuous delivery and continuous deployment. So before discussing about CD, how many environments we have majorly? Don't tell four, only two major environments, okay? First one is pre-prod, non-prod. Of course, you can tell four also, but if I segregate separately, that will be two. First environment is going to be dev. So here the code is going to be developers area. Like developers will use the code actually. In QA environment, who is going to use the code? If they are satisfied, then code is going to move to UAT. In UAT, who is going to use the code? Client. And finally, if client is satisfied, then we are going to move the code to the production environment. In production, who is going to use the application? At every phase of DevOps, okay, sorry, every phase of deployment here from one environment to another environment, DevOps engineer is going to play the crucial role. He is the person who is going to deploy the code in all the environments. So CD, first of all, CD stands for continuous delivery and deployment. What is the difference between continuous delivery and deployment? Delivery means deploying the application to production manually. That is delivery. And deployment means deploying the application to production automatically. So to do the continuous integration, delivery or deployment, what you need to have? Example like a pipeline is nothing but step-by-step execution of a process or a series of events interlinked with. In real time, what are the stages we are going to see? Pipeline means take the code, compile, test, artifact. First four steps already we have done. In Maven also. Of course, in last class also we have done. And what is the last step pending? That we are going to do with the help of Jenkins. So to create the CI/CD, you need to have pipeline, and to create pipeline, you need to have Jenkins, so which is a free and open source tool. It is written on Java 11 programming language. It is platform independent, consists lot of plugin. What is the meaning of plugin? Small software which automates our work. Okay. Next, here we have community support, and this Jenkins can automate entire SDLC. So initially it was owned by Sun Microsystem as Hudson, but it was paid. Later, Oracle bought it and renamed it as Jenkins. Now, currently, Jenkins is free and open source. Inventor of Jenkins, Kosuke Kawagachi. And what is the port number? Java. Sorry. What we call platform. Here we have the agent Java 11. And the port number is going to be. And Java 11 is the dependency. Okay. Like that means without Java 11, Jenkins will not work. So here what exactly I'm going to show you is how to create the Jenkins server. Already in last session, we have seen the creation of Jenkins server, right? Now again, we'll do it one more time. So how many of you practice Jenkins today? Okay, have you got the clarity of after practicing? Like how exactly Jenkins is working and what it is doing? Fine. And how much time you took for a Jenkins setup? Huh? 25 minutes. 45 minutes. 10 minutes, okay. But no need of using that much of time. So in today's session, we are going to set up Jenkins within 1 minute or mostly 1.5 minute maximum. Okay, I'll show you. Why? Because in today's session, we are going to automate the setup, right? Already we discussed. So in our classes, entire every tool what we are going to learn, we are going to go for automation. So I'm creating an EC2 instance first of all. So let's see the setup one more time here, which is on our notes. First of all, we are going to install Git for source code, Java 1.8.0 for Maven, and Maven is for the build. Next year, we are going to get the repository, Jenkins repo, where you are going to get jenkins.io downloads. After that, you want to download Java 11. Why Java 11? To support Jenkins. And here I'm installing Jenkins. So this is the command to download Java 11. It is for Jenkins. Why I'm using this command? To change the Java version. By default, your server will run 1.8.0 of Maven version. Why? Because we install first 1.8.0. So server will take 1.8.0 only. But with 1.8.0, your Jenkins is not going to work. For that purpose, you want to switch the version from 1.8.0 to 11. So update alternatives config Java is the command which is going to use. And after that, you are going to start the Jenkins service and you are going to check the status. Why we need to start means, remember, by default, whenever you download any service, it will be going to which state? Stop. We need to start it. All of these steps, first of all, copy here. Do copy. And go to your server, create a file. Okay. Here I'm going to create. File name is jenkins.sh. .sh means script. What is the meaning of .sh? Paste all of the steps here. See, these are commented. That means this line is the description. Actually, I'm not executing this one. Save this file. And how to run the script means very, very easy. sh jenkins.sh. This is the way how you are going to run the script. And again, here you have the notes. No need to worry about the notes here. So if you go and check here. Give me a second. Is from there to here. Okay. So just this is the way how you are going to run the script. The script running for I'll not do anything. Okay, I'll just wait for exactly. It will take 1.5 minutes mostly. Exactly 90 seconds you can expect. Within like before 90 seconds, I think so it will execute. Are you doing anything here? No, just the script will do the entire work for you. So from tomorrow onwards, if you are going to practice Jenkins, never set up Jenkins manually. Always use the script. Just now I have shown you, right? Create a file with .sh, copy paste the entire setup. Just run it. How to run it? sh name of the script. Script name can be abc.sh also. No need to give jenkins.sh. You can give abc.sh though. So now here, which number I want to select? 2. 2 is going to replicate Java 11. So automatically it is going to start the service. Now how to connect to the Jenkins dashboard? Copy the public IP address. And what is the port number of Jenkins? Okay. Hit enter. Now your Jenkins dashboard is going to open. Now here you want the password or not, sir? How can I get the password? Here you can see a file where leave Jenkins secrets initial admin password. What is the home path of Jenkins? Where lib Jenkins. That means all the Jenkins configuration is going to store on where lib Jenkins only. If you want to configure anything, go to there. Okay. Now here Jenkins is running. Sir, basically what we will do is here we will copy this one. And here we're gonna give cat and this link. Are you getting the password or not, sir? But don't do this, sir. No need of this one. Why? Because here if you see, are you seeing the same password here? If I give this command, it is going to show some password. But again, the same password you are going to see here. Then why to give this command? No need, right? So for the first time, I shown you this method, cat method. But second time, don't give it. Why? Because you can see the same password here. Hit it. Now, if you go this one, it is going to download some plugins. These are the default plugins, which is going to work for you. So remember, in interview, they will ask you a few default plugins. Git is a default plugin. Pipeline is a default plugin. Ant is a default plugin, as well as Gradle. Write these 4 plugins. At least any few plugins you need to understand what the default plugin means. Git, Ant, Gradle, and write pipeline. And write LDAP also, if you want. So in the meanwhile, I'll try to configure the user here. I'm giving username, password, everything as Raham only. Of course, if you want to give a customization, you can give customization also. Click on save and continue, save and finish, and now click on start using Jenkins. So it is the way how you are going to use it, sir. Okay. So now tell me any few plugins in Git. Which are not in Git, in Jenkins. Git is a default plugin, and Maven is not the default plugin. Okay, Gradle is a default plugin. Pipeline, LDAP also. LDAP. Okay. So now let's check this one. In already last class, we have seen how to do continuous integration, right? Continuous integration. Can you tell me how to do continuous integration? First of all, click on new item. So next here, click on job name. Anything here, I'm giving my name only. Raham, I am giving. Click on. Okay. So now you need to get the URL. Already I have the URL in my GitHub. In my GitHub, DEVOPS by Raham account I have. Jenkins Java project here I have. Copy this from here. And paste the URL here. Okay. So now your Git will send you the code. Okay. Basically GitHub will send the code. Now if you want to compile or test or create the package of an artifact, how are you going to do it? Go to build step and go to shell, and next give the command mvn. Remember, execute shell is to execute the Linux commands. If you want to execute any Linux command, you need to come to execute shell. Write this note point. Execute shell is used to execute the Linux commands. Here also I'll write execute shell use it to execute the Linux commands. Okay. Clear now? So if you want to create a file, here you can write touch file1. Okay. I'll show this one. Here with the help of MEN clean. Basically, I need to give MEN clean package also. Touch file1, everything I'll give it later. Okay. First of all, as of now, click on save. Click on build now. What is the meaning of build now? Build now means running the job. Write this one. Build now means running the job. Running the job or pipeline, anything. Okay. So click on build now. Is it performing operation or not, sir? If you click on this blue color symbol, you can see the live logs. That means you can see the behind the scenes work, how it is going to work. Are you seeing the behind the scenes here? Is your build done? And if you want to see your output, your var file is on var lib Jenkins workspace Raham target and var file. So here you have the var file. Already we discussed what is the basic path of Jenkins. Var lib Jenkins only, right? We know already this point. Okay. So now here I'm gonna delete this job. How to delete the job means click on delete project. Yes. Sir, if I delete a project, can I able to restore? My entire configuration is gone or not, sir? Just observe, I have a job that is production job actually. Unfortunately, I deleted the production level job. Then is it going to create an issue or not? Okay, so in that case, we have two options. First of all, we can restore the deleted jobs. Second thing, we will restrict the user to delete the job. That means if a user try to delete the job, it is not going to give permissions. Okay, these two methods we will discuss later. So now here in today's class, the concept number 1 is going to be the variables. What we are going to discuss about? So variables we are listening from since our childhood, right? Correct or not? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of variable? And why we need to use it? Assigning the value. Okay, so then. Okay, use it to call the values. Okay, then still. Still any. Okay, again the same meaning. Store the values already said, but I'm expecting something new from you. Identity. Okay, then. Variable is to store the values, sir. Everyone will tell, but there is something behind it. You need to understand. Okay, fine. Tell me any one variable that we use on daily life. Any one example of variable that we use on daily life. Forget about programming and this DevOps, everything. Tell me any one example of variable in our daily life. Hey man, what happened? Isn't time variable? Time variable, right? Isn't your dresses variable? Correct or not? And what about the notes? Today you write one page. Second day, another page. Varying or not? Simple meaning of variable is which will vary as per the time. The time is changed. The thing need to be changed. For example, if the time is now 4:54, right? After 10 minutes, what is the 5? Like, what is the time there? 5:54. 5:04. And after that, 1 hour, time is going to be, time is varying or not, sir? That means it is changing, right? Of course, it has the property, but it is changing. Again, like Today you wore black shirt, but tomorrow you might wear white shirt. That means again that is also changing or not. Simple definition of variable is whatever you said is correctly. Variable is to hold the value, but at the same time variable will change as per time, sir. Is the point clear for all of you? That's it. So now here I'm going to explain the variables concept today. Why? Because in Jenkins we need to understand the variables. So variable main purpose is to store the values, and the value is going to be changed. Don't write the notes. Okay, I'll give the notes for you. Don't write. For example, simply a is equal to 13, sir. In future, a might be 14, right? And after a might be 17. Let's take time. What is the time now here? 4:55, right? In future, it will change or not? Like after tomorrow it might be some other time. Day after tomorrow, it might be some other time. So like this. First of all, variable can hold the data. That is what you can call a static variable. Static variable will never change. But if a variable is changing time by time, that is what we can call as dynamic variable. Which one? Now is the concept of variables clear for all of you? Variable is to hold the data and the value is going to change. So coming to the variables, we have static variable and we have dynamic variable. Static variables will never change the value until and unless we change. But dynamic variables are not like that. That value is going to change itself frequently. Is the definition and concept of variables clear for all of you? Now tell me the difference between like any one example of static and dynamic variable. Any one example of static and dynamic. Okay. Still, like don't go for any mathematics. Like I'm asking daily life. First of all, see if you want to go to some technical example, compare with general life example. You will get more clarity. Okay. What about static? Anything, eh? Okay. So what's your date of birth? 20th December, right? How many years you are now? 22, right? So remember, your date of birth is always going to be static. Is your date of birth going to change? But your age? Simple example or not, sir? That is the difference between static and dynamic variable. There you go. Okay. So this is the concept of variables. First of all, you need to understand. Forget about static variable and dynamic variable for a few minutes. Now, in Jenkins point of view, I'm talking about. In Jenkins point of view, first of all, you need to understand what is the meaning of local variable. What I'm going to discuss about now. Sir, local variable is a kind of variable which will work inside the job, sir. For example, if I have a job, inside the job, if I give the variable, is that variable is going to work inside the job or not, sir? That is what I can call as local variable. What we can call as local variable. Second one is going to be global variable. Global variable means if we define a variable, the variable can be used for hundreds of jobs. The point clear? Local will work inside the job, single job only. But global variable will work inside entire Jenkins. Now, can anyone tell me like a difference of local and global variable? Any general life difference? Any general life difference? Simply, you can tell your name as example, sir. In your village, everybody knows you, right? Mostly. That means you know inside your village only. But if you come to Hyderabad, if somebody tells your name, who's going to know you? Ask the person next sitting to you. Is the person knowing who are you? All right. But if you go to your village, if you ask somebody, who am I? They're going to tell about you or not. Simple. Okay. So don't confuse about the variables. It is very small topic only. But I want to give you more clarity about the variables. Okay. Forget static and dynamic. Focus on two variables, local variable and global variable. In Jenkins, if I have a job, inside the job, if I define a variable, is the variable working for only that job, sir? That is what I can call as local variable. What I can call as. But if I define a value in Jenkins, that value is going to use by all the jobs. For example, 100 jobs. That is what I can call as. Is the difference between local variable and global variable clear for all of you? Everyone. So now let's go into the practical part. You'll get some more clarity. First of all, create a job. I'm talking about local variable. Local variable will work inside the job. Here I'm giving the job name as ABC, for example. You can give job name whatever you want, guys. Okay, that doesn't matter what you are giving. So here I'll explain you clearly. So if I want to run any Linux command, where I need to run the Linux commands? Where it is? Execute shell. Go for build step, go for execute. Now here I'm using the command like this: echo hi all. My name is Raham. Okay. N comma, here I'm writing Raham is working for Naresh IT. Raham is teaching DevOps here. What is teaching? DevOps. Okay. So remember here, echo is the command which is used to print a message in Linux. Okay. So now here, if you go and see, sir, what I written here, hi all, my name is Raham, and Raham is working for in Naresh IT, like I'm going to teach the DevOps here, right? Fine. If you execute this one, click on save and click on build now. Click on build now. So now the job is built. Okay. So click on the green symbol. You will go to the console output. Remember, console output means you need to click on the symbol here. Okay. Are you seeing console output here? Is it printing same value or not, sir? Hi all. My name is Raham, and Raham is working for Naresh IT, and Raham is teaching DevOps. Now, what I'm going to do? Sir, in future, I want to change the value. So now Raham is not your trainer. For example, there is a trainer called Vijay. What is the name of trainer? That means here you are going to replace Raham with Vijay, correct? So instead of Raham, what I'm going to give here? Vijay. Here also, Vijay is working for Naresh IT. And again, Vijay is also teaching DevOps. Now in future, Suresh will come, sir. Now again, I want to replace Vijay with Suresh or not, sir? This is going to create a lot of mess for me. Why? Because I need to replace multiple values. What I want to replace? For that purpose, what I'll do is I'll define a variable. What I can define? Name is equal to, I am giving name is equal to Suresh. What I'm giving, sir? Now instead of Vijay, just to put dollar name. What is the value of name? Suresh. And here also dollar. So Suresh is working for Naresh IT. And dollar name. Again, value is going to be Suresh. He is working for, like he is teaching. In our upcoming days, some person like called Mahesh is going to come, sir. Now here value, how many times you are changing? One time or multiple times? But previously you change. Which one is better, sir? This one is better, right? Instead of changing your value multiple times, define a variable. That variable will change whenever you want to change. Okay. So now let's try to run this one. Click on save and click on build now. So if you go and see currently what I have given here. Hi all, my name is Mahesh. And oh, sorry, H is missing there. Okay, fine. Hi all, my name is Mahesh. Mahesh is working for Naresh IT and Mahesh is teaching DevOps. Now in your upcoming days, there might be some other trainer will come. Okay. So the trainer name is going to be Vikram, for example, let's take. So now here, how many times I'm changing the value? But with the help of the variable, is it replicated into multiple times or not, sir? Then is the value concept clear for all of you? Like how exactly the variable is going to work for you? Let's check this out. Click on save and click on automatically all the values which is having Mahesh previously is going to change it to Vikram now. So go here and click on build now. Value changing or not, sir? This is the purpose of using variable. Okay. So every time we cannot change the values. If I have 100 times to change, 100 times can I spend my time? Define value once. If you change the value one time, automatically the value is going to be replicated. Clear now? This is what I can call as local variable. What we can call as Acha, fine, sir. You said about local variable. Local variable have a limitation. What is the limitation? You know, it will work within one job only. But if I have 100 jobs, then what is my solution for this? We are going to use the global variable concept. Which concept? Okay, sir, fine. You are saying that we can use global variable. But how to use the global variable concept? Again, very easy. Okay. So before going for global variable, is local variable clear for all of you? Everyone. Online, what about you? Can you please confirm, is the concept of local variable clear for all of you? If it is clear, we can go for global variables. You can ping me on comment section, like in chat box. Okay. Fine. So everything is clear for all of you. That's great to hear. Fine. So next year, I'm going to discuss about the global variables. Sir. What I'm going to discuss about? But before going for global variable, let me give the content first of all. Okay. So here each and everything I'm going to give it for you. The best part is already I have the data. Okay, let's give it last like later. So next year, what I'm going to use here? Global. Sir, global variable means it will work outside of the job. That means variable need not to define inside the job, sir. You can define variable globally. Globally means inside Jenkins. Globally means where? Okay, that's it. So now how to define the global variable means it is a bit difficult actually, but I'll try to make it easy for you. Just go here. So go for manage Jenkins. In manage Jenkins, are you seeing system here? Configure global settings. That means if you want to configure anything globally, you need to go here. Click on this one. If you scroll down a bit here, are you seeing global properties? Are you seeing environment variable here? Now here go and click on add. Okay, so give the name is equal to, this time I'm giving the name as Raham. What I'm giving? Click on save. Now go to the job ABC. Of course, you can create one more job also, but I'm not creating separate job. Sir, now in local, I am removing the name is equal to Vikram. Sir, whenever you remove the variable, is your values going to work? No. No. But already I have given the value name in my global variable. That means is it going to work from globally or not, sir? Can we check it out? Click on save and click on. What is the value I have given in globally? Name is equal to Raham. So go for bill number 4. Are you seeing Raham is coming here? Again, in future, if you create one more job also, same thing will happen. So click on new item again. Job name is, I'm going to give it as DEF. Click on freeshell project. Now again, try to configure same thing. Go for build step, click on execute shell. Why I'm using execute shell? Linux commands. So here, what exactly I'm going to do is now, like, sir, here also I'm using the same thing. Okay. Hi all, my name is dollar name. Dollar name is from Hyderabad and dollar name is teaching. Here have a defined variable and value. That means this is not a local variable. This is which variable then? Global variable. So click on save and click on. Automatically value Raham is going to allocate or not, sir? Are you seeing Raham here? Like this, if you define a value once globally, you can use it for hundreds of jobs. Okay. But local variable is going to work for only, global will work for multiple jobs. Is the point clear for all of you? Fine. But there is one more type of variable that is called as Jenkins environment variable. Which one? I'll tell you one thing. First, local variable and global variable are the kind of variables which is defined by the user, sir. Only we define the variables or not, sir? But here, what is the variables we are talking about? Means Jenkins environment variables. Which variables? The first thing is this variable cannot be defined by user. Jenkins will define its own variables. Jenkins will define its. These variable, like these values are going to change as per, if you define, if you see the example of local variable and global variable, I gave value once. Is that value changed until and unless I change? Understand? In local and global, I pass out the value, sir. Is the value changed until and unless I change? No, right? But here it is not going to like that. For each and every build, the values will change. The best example is, I'll ask you a question. Currently, if you go and see inside the job called ABC, what is the build number here? Build number. What is the build number here? This is build number, guys. 4. Before 3. And after, like before. Sir, if I make next build, what is the build number? And again, next build number. And again, next build number is going to be. Tell me one thing. For each and every build, the value is going to change or not, sir? So remember, whenever the values are going to change frequently, user cannot define. Why? Because it is going to be very difficult. I'll show it practically for you, what I said for you. Know. Let's consider, here I'm going to give like this. Here, build number. I'm giving it as build number. Let's give build number. I'm going to give it as 10, sir. What I'm giving? Or like 10, 5, for example. So here I'm writing again, echo my total bills or current bill is, echo my current bill is. How can I use that variable? Dollar bill number, BYLD bill number. Correct or not, sir? Now see what will happen. If I click on save and if I click on bill now exactly my next bill is going to be 5. 5 or not? If you go to your console output, are you seeing here bill number is 5? Now again, I'll try to click on this bill now. Now again, what is the bill number here? What is the new bill number here? 6. But in console output, the value is still. And again, if I go for one more bill number, again, if I click on bill now, the new bill number is going to be 7, right? But again, my console output is going to show only. That means user variables will not be working in all cases. Correct or not, sir? So if you observe here, some values are going to change for build by build. For example, let's take build number. Build number is going to change for every build or not, sir? And build time. For example, first build happen on first minute. Second build might happen on third minute. Fourth build might happen on 10th minute, right? So whenever, if the values are going to change for each and every build, so user cannot define the values. Why? Because we've seen it practically, right? For that purpose, we are going to use Jenkins environment variables. What we are going to use here? So my question here is, sir, first of all, why to use Jenkins environment variable? Means user cannot able to define all variables, sir. For that purpose, Jenkins will use some of its own variables. Okay. For that purpose, we are going to use the Jenkins environment variables. Now I'll show you the practical session, like how to use Jenkins environment variables. Remove all of them. I don't want this. Are you seeing? See the list of available environment variables? Click on this one. Now, for example, sir, I want to build the build number for every build. So just click and scroll down here. Are you seeing build number? Huh? Copy this one. Just to give echo, my build number is dollar build number. Now, automatically for every time I build, it will give me the correct value. But tell me, have I defined that value locally? Have I defined that value globally? Then how the value is working? Jenkins environment variable. So it is going to work by default. And next one is I want to print one more thing also. I want to print here build URL. Build URL means in your server at which path build is going to store. So give here and give comma the URL of this build dollar build URL. Now it is going to tell in your server where your build is located. It is going to tell. And if you want to print your job name, what is your job name now currently? Give job name is, comma, job name is dollar. And how can I get? Check here. Job name I want to get. Here you can see. Are you seeing job name here? Okay. Now click on save. Automatically build number, build URL, job name is going to come. Click on build now. What is your current bill now? 8. Are you seeing bill number 8 here? And are you seeing the location of your build here? That means in this server, there is a job called ABC. Job name is ABC. In that, the build number is 8. And what is the name of the job here? Now again, click on bill now. Again, the bill number is going to be 9. Check it out. Are you seeing the bill number is 9? URL is also, if you see, lastly, the bill number is changing. Okay. And again, what is the name of the job? Why ABC is not changing? That is a job name, right? So now, for example, if I go and change the name of the job, is it going to change? Click on name. So here I'm going to give it as job or like prod job. I'm giving, for example, okay. Name of the job can be anything. Click on rename. The job rename it to prod job. Click on build. And now here you can see the bill number 10. Now if you go and see, bill number 10 is changing. Are you seeing the job name is changed here? And how about here? Changing or not, guys? So this is the difference between user-defined variables and Jenkins environment variables. I'll ask you only one question. Try to tell me the difference. Why we need to use Jenkins environment variables? Why not local variables and global variables? Just tell it loudly, na. Exactly. So if you use local variable or global variable, there will be sometimes we need to change the value frequently. For example, like example is bill number. Bill number frequently going to change or not, sir? So user cannot define all the variables. Some variables is highly impossible to define. For that purpose, we are using Jenkins. Who is going to define Jenkins environment variables? Users or Jenkins? Jenkins. And the difference between both of them, how to identify is, remember, always Jenkins environment variable in caps. If you see here, all the Jenkins environment variables will be in caps or not, sir? And for each and every environment variable, you can see hyphen here. Like, sorry, underscore here, not hyphen. Are you seeing underscore for each and every variable? In this way, you can identify which is local variable and which is Jenkins variable. So this is the concept of variables. But trust me, in interview, nobody is going to ask about variables, but in real time use it, sir. Okay. Interview, you won't get much questions on it. They'll ask, about variables. Yes, I know. Tell them there are local variables, global variables, and Jenkins environment variables. That's enough. But in real time, we use variables for each and every job. I'll explain this on project, how to use these variables to do the deployment. But as of now, is the concept clear for all of you? Everyone? Online, what about you? Can you please confirm, is the concept clear for all of you about variables? I would like to get response from all of you online. Okay, fine. And Prem Kumar, so can you say it again? Global variable. Global variable is nothing. If you define a variable globally, that can be assigned to all the jobs. Okay, that means if you can define the value only once, but it can be used by multiple jobs. Hope it is clear for you, Prem. Fine. So the next concept is here I'm gonna tell about a concept called parameters. We'll discuss it later. Don't worry. So I'll discuss about some admin activities for you. For example, let's consider, I'll ask you a couple of questions. Okay. Currently, what is the port number of Jenkins? My question is, why to use only 8080? That is a default port number. The person who created the Jenkins, they selected that particular port. But sir, here my question is, can we change the default port number from 8080 to other port number? Means yes, of course we can change. But how to change means there is a file. I'll tell about the file. I think you are on the, can you decrease the volume there? We're already having the class here, right? Why you log in there? So here, what is my question means how to change the port number of Jenkins, sir. Tell me what is the default port number, right? So there is a file, VM user lib I'll tell you about the meaning of this command. Find hyphen name Jenkins dot service. Basically, guys, if you want to change any properties of Jenkins, you need to go for a file called Jenkins dot service. Which file? If you don't know where this file is located, use the command called find command. Which command? Find slash. That means you are finding from root path. What you are finding from name. Name of my file is going to be. Now, if you can see here, are you seeing Jenkins.service here? Okay. So this is the path actually. If you don't know this path, I'll tell one more shortcut for you. Not know later. So again, go VIM. Tell me the path VIM inside. User lib systemd system Jenkins dot. It is the file which consists of Jenkins properties. Go to here and go for the line number 67. What is the line number? In the line number 67, are you seeing Jenkins port number? Tell me which port you want now. Huh? Tell me anyone port number. 80. You know numbers, right? Then 8082, fine. Let's go for 8082. Save this one. That's it. So here I'm writing the steps here. How to change the Jenkins port number. It is, wait. First of all, give me this one. From here we started the notes today. So it is day 2 and 7. Okay. So now here I'm writing how to change, or like port changing. I'm writing port changing. First of all, you need to go for the file called Jenkins.service. Go to this file, VM, this path, and go to line number 67. In line 67, replace 8080 with some other number, 8082, 838 for anything is fine. Now save and exit. Okay, after that, guys, remember, whenever you change any property of the service, you need to restart the service. What you are going to do? Tell me the command to restart service. Systemctl restart Jenkins dot service. Okay. But before restarting this one, you need to reload the daemon. What you need to reload? Daemon is a background service. Okay. Systemctl daemon reload. The daemon reloaded. Now give systemctl restart Jenkins. That's it. If you run these two commands now, a port number is going to change automatically. Only these three steps. Okay. Go to the file, change the port number, reload the daemon, and restart the Jenkins. And after that, you can check status. Okay. It depends upon your choice to check status or not. But I am not checking here. Now again, so till now, your port number is 8080. Now it is not going to work. See. What happening, sir? Port number got changed, right? So just give 808. It will work now. Is it working or not? So again, give the username Raham and give the password. Same thing, Raham. Are you seeing dashboard here? Seeing it or not? So now currently it is running on which port number? 80. But previously it is running on 80. Can we change port number one more time? Now this time you need to tell me the process. Okay. So tell me, first of all, I'll go here. VM inside user lib system and give system D. And give what is the name of the file? Jenkins.service. And already I said one command. If you don't know file name, you can use a find command for it. This command also I'll give it for you. Okay. Why? Because in future, this command is going to save a lot of time for you. So here I'm writing command to find a file. Okay. That's it. So now go to line number 67 and here now I'm going to give it as port number 9090. What I'm going to give it as? Save this file. Now, first of all, you want to reload the daemon. Systemctl daemon -reload. And give systemctl restart Jenkins. Remember, if you don't give reload and restart, these changes will not work for you. Concept clear for all of you? Yes. So now go here and try to get refresh. Now it is not going to work again. Is it working there? Why it is not working? Tell me the new port number. There you go. Is it working now? And again, you can use the username and password. Usually in real time, you won't change the port number, sir. But if you want to change, this is the process. Clear now? Fine. So the next point here I'm going to tell you is, sir, in Jenkins, if you delete a job, how to restore the jobs? Okay. So, but before that, is the port changing concept clear for all of you? So next year, before that concept, I'm going to use custom workspace for you. Custom workspace means by default workspace in Jenkins. What is the by default workspace in Jenkins? By default workspace in Jenkins, var lib Jenkins workspace. First of all, what is the meaning of workspace? Already I said workspace is the place where your output is going to store, right? So now if you want to create your custom output, like custom like workspace, how to create means it is very easy. Sir, for the next time, if I make a build, currently my all outputs are going to store on var lib Jenkins workspace. And if you go and say, are you seeing all the job outputs here? All of these are my jobs or not? That means every time whenever you make a build, your output is going to store on this path. But this time, I want to store my output on my own folder. For that purpose, first of all, go to the home path and create your folder. My folder name is Raham. What is my folder name? So currently, if you go to cd Raham, just to give pwd, full path. That means your Raham folder is inside root folder. Which folder? Write one command, chown. I want to give permissions. What I want to give? chown. I want to make Jenkins user and Jenkins group to the owner of my Raham. Now if you go and see, changes applied here. For Raham, who is the user and group now? Jenkins. Again for root also. Oh, sorry, CD slash, just give CD slash. And for root also, who is the user and group now? Root only, right? So remember, you need to give the ownership for entire path. Currently, ownership is applicable only for Raham folder. But Raham is inside which folder? Again, give the same command, ch own Jenkins user and Jenkins group. I want to give permission for my root path. Which path? Are you seeing now root is having the ownership of Jenkins and everything? That's it. So first of all, you need to run these commands, okay? Mkdir Raham, okay? And after that, ch own. First of all, go to here, cd slash, and here give ch own Jenkins user and Jenkins group. I am first of all giving for root user. Which user? And after you can give, and here -r you can give. -r means folder inside folder. Next you can give it for Raham folder also. Remember, permission need to be applicable for both the folders. Permission need to be applicable for. So now here if you go and see now, go to your Raham path, cd root Raham. Now whenever you make a build, go to the job called production job. Okay. Or like df, anything is fine. Inside the configuration, you can see something called as custom workspace. Click on advanced. Are you seeing custom workspace here? What is the path here? I want to store my output on root Raham folder. That's it, sir. Okay. After giving that one, so go to the job. Inside job, click on configure. So go for advanced. In advanced, you are going to give it as use custom workspace. Finally, you want to give /root /Raham. Now click on save. Now your every output is going to store there only. If you want me to show, like I'll try to execute some file creation. I'm just giving touch file one for your clarity. Okay. Now file one is going to create on root Raham, sir. Click on build now. Remember, execute shell main purpose is to execute all the Linux command. Touch file one, Linux command or not, sir? Click on this one. Now currently, your workspace is what, sir, here? But what we configured? But why it is not executing? Just go to the configuration one more time. Configure. Click on advanced. Is it properly configured here? No. Root Raham. Now I configured it. Now I'm going to create file 2. Click on save properly this time. Now click on build now. Now you can see the custom workspace. What is our custom workspace? That means your output is going to store on root Raham. Currently I'm on Raham only, pwd. I am on Raham folder, Raham is inside root. Are you seeing file 2 here? Of course, even though if you do continuous integration process, output is going to store on that path only. Can we do it? Tell me the process of continuous integration. First of all, go for the configuration, take the code here. And here what I want to give. Now automatically continuous integration will perform, sir, but output is going to store under root Raham. Check this out. First of all, see here, building in workspace. What is my workspace here? Your build got success. See, building var file. Now where is var file building? Inside root Raham. We create a target folder. Inside target you are having var file. Currently I am on root Raham only. Currently I am on ULL. Are you seeing target folder here? LL target. Are you seeing var file here? So this is the way how we are going to create custom workspace. Remember, in real time, we definitely create our own custom workspaces. By default workspace, we will not use. By default port number, we will use, sir. But by default workspace, we are not going to. If you want to change your workspace, how you are going to change it? By using the concept called custom workspace. For that purpose, first of all, you need to create a folder and go to the root path. First of all, give permissions for it. What you are going to give? Permissions for it. Once you give the permission, configure the job, go to advanced. In the advanced section, you are going to see use custom workspace, give the path and click on save. Now it is going to create all your works on the custom workspace only. So this is what we have discussed till now. First of all, we discussed about the variables part. Is the variables part clear for all of you? And next, we discussed about the port changing. Is the port changing clear for all of you? And finally, we discussed about custom workspace. Is the custom workspace also clear for all of you? Everyone. Online, what about you? Can you please confirm, are these three concepts clear for all of you or not? It is the owner, it is the group. By default, when you create Jenkins service, like when you activate Jenkins service, for service user will come. If you want me to show, tell me the command to see list of users. LS not. Are you seeing Jenkins user? How he came? Remember, when you download a service and when you start a service, by default user will be created. For example, Jenkins is servicer. It will create a user. Docker is a service. When we see a Docker class, Docker user is also going to be created. And again, Apache. Apache is also a service. Whenever you download Apache service, Apache user will come. Prometheus Grafana is service. Whenever you download, user will come. Remember, service, if you are using a service, first of all, by default, service will be on stopped state. We are going to start it. First point about service. Second point is for every service, automatically user will create. If user will create, is group going to create or not, sir? These are the points you want to remember. Is it clear now? Fine. So Jenkins is a user and next Jenkins is the group Swapnil. I think this I covered in the Linux part. If you are like in the Linux class, it's going to be clear for you. I think so. Basically, we don't have any advantage, Rohini. We never change in real time, but if you wish to change, that is the method. But in some occasions, we will run Tomcat and Jenkins on same server in some occasions. So in that case, it is going to be helpful for you. And last thing is already we discussed. If I, for example, if I delete a job, okay, the job is going to remove completely or not, sir? So in that case, it is going to cause an issue for me. In that case, I want to restore the job. What I want to do? How to restore the job means, first of all, you are going to download a plugin actually. And remember, here I'll tell one thing. Whenever Jenkins is going to update, we will get some new features. Currently, which version of Java is supporting for Jenkins? If you go to manage Jenkins here you are seeing one thing. Jenkins is having the Java 11 end life. That means in future, Java 11 is not going to work for you. Clear now? If you want to see, you can go for the documentation. Go for documentation here. So currently we are having from August 2023, we are having supporting versions of Java 11, Java 17, Java 21. But few years ago, till 2022 March, Java 8 is also going to support, sir. Okay. So remember, this is going to change frequently. Don't worry about this. Not only this, some other features of Jenkins is also going to change on upcoming days. So no need to worry about that one. Is the point clear whatever I said for you? So go for manage Jenkins. Currently here, how many features you are having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 features, right? Go for plugin. In the plugin, click on available. So here you have a plugin called job configuration history. Click on job configuration history. Okay. So now if you see here, there is one thing you need to understand. This plugin might not work properly few times. Why? Because I faced with this issue. Why? Because you are seeing something here, right? What is written over here? This plugin is for adoption, it is, or it is. That means this plugin is under maintenance. Actually, it is not going to work properly. So if anyone is having some interest to develop this plugin, you can take this plugin and you can adopt and you can improvise the features. For my previous batch, this plugin worked properly. But after a few days, this plugin stopped working. Okay. Whenever a plugin is for adoption, means there will be some dependency mismatching or that plugin is not working properly. Okay. So now I'm going to click on install. Remember guys, if you're seeing a plugin is for adoption, that plugin is not working properly. Okay. But I'll tell you in future, it might work properly. Don't worry. So click on restart the Jenkins. Remember, whenever you download a plugin, always recommend it to restart the Jenkins. Not mandatory, but recommended. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll get the notes for you. Where is plugin gone? Fine. So here I have. First of all, go to manage Jenkins. Next, you need to go for, after click on available plugins. So search for job configuration history. So click on install. Now try to restart. If you don't restart, just click back to the, go to the top of the page. But try to restart Jenkins. Here written, restart the Jenkins. Remove this one. It's not required. So now after that, you are going to delete a job here, as I'm showing you now. So click on username and give password. Now here, try to remove a job, sir. Previously there you are having 4 options, right? I mean like 5 options completely. If you go to here, go back to the top page. So are you seeing new option here? Previously we were having only 5. New item, people, build history, manage Jenkins, Mavi. But this came newly. Remove a job. So you delete project here. Delete the job. Go to job configuration history. In job configuration history, are you seeing show deleted jobs only? Are you showing the job got deleted? But are you seeing the restoration option here? No. What I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to remove this job also. Delete project. Yes. Again, go for job configuration history. And again, show deleted jobs only. Are you seeing this one, sir? So now what I'm going to do is, if I go and click on this one, here basically, we need to see the option called restore jobs. I'll show you. Here we need to see the option called restore the project. But due to that plugin is not working properly, this object is disabled now. But for your previous batch, what are the plugin I shown you. Here you can see a object called restore the project or restore the job. Here you can see it. But are you seeing the option available here? Why it is not available means that plugin is not working properly. That is the reason why they said that this plugin is currently for adoption. Okay. So remember, in Jenkins, why we are having this kind of issue means it is free and open source. That means there will be no dedicated team to work for Jenkins all the time. So here we are going to have community support. In your future versions, this might going to work properly. But don't worry as of now. For some jobs, it might not be enabled, but for jobs, it might be enabled in our upcoming days. For previous days, it is enabled completely, but now it is not enabling due to plugin issue. You can ask me, sir, if the plugin is not there, unfortunately, if I delete the job, what will happen? We cannot delete. Why? Because we can restrict the users with the help of RBAC concept. Which concept? That concept you are going to see at the Jenkins last day. Why? Because that is very big concept to explain. I'll tell, but not now. So I think this is enough for today for Jenkins. Why? Because last day and today we touched only basics, sir. But from tomorrow onwards, you are going for advanced concepts. Okay. So in today's session, we started our class with variables, and after variables, we have seen how to change the port number, and after that, we have seen how to change the, and finally, we have seen how to restore the. But it is not working. Why it is not working? What is the issue here? That plugin is not under complete maintenance. Okay, that is the issue. Why it is not working properly? So first of all, I'm gonna give notes for you on Google Classroom. So in the meanwhile, before going for doubts and queries, is the class clear for all of you? Any doubts or any queries if you are having, you can ask me. So online, if you are having any doubts or any queries in the meanwhile, you can ask me online. I'll come to offline later. So first of all, Sujana, if you want to speak, you can speak. I gave 1 minute option for you.
Hi, sir. I have
Yeah.
I have a doubt, sir. While we are restarting Jenkins on the console,
Okay.
does that mean we are restarting the Jenkins service on the system?
So basically, like I'll tell you, this command meaning you are asking, right? This command will restart the Jenkins, but this command will reload the daemon. Why? Because system MD is nothing but it is the place where your daemon is going to activate. Okay. So here is this place is linking with daemon. For that purpose, if you're changing on this place means you need to reload the daemon and finally restart the Jenkins.
This I understood, sir. While we are restarting Jenkins on the console,
Uh,
so what happens on the backend? It will reload the daemon and as well as the service, both of them.
no. It won't go for daemon. It will work with only Jenkins. Okay. Daemon is not going to touch there.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, one more doubt. The public IP we are using for Jenkins, can you please tell me? I missed it. Can you please tell me from where we are fetching that one?
Which one? Public IP. So your
Yeah.
server IP only. It is your server where you install Jenkins. Take this public IP of your server where your Jenkins is
Okay.
installed. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Thank you. So still online, any doubts or any queries, if you are having, you can raise your hands. And in the meanwhile, offline, if you are having any queries on today's session or on your practice, you can ask me. We still have a lot of time to discuss. You can go ahead. It's not chown. It is chown. That is the command used to change the properties, like ownership actually. This already we discussed on Linux. If you are on Linux class, that might be easy for you. But don't worry if you miss any part of Linux, we still have the recordings and we have the Linux class also. Okay. Chown is the command to change the ownership of a file or a folder. Hope it is clear. Which one? Yeah. This is the user. This is the group. Okay. No. First of all, I will recommend you to see that concept. Why? Because if you see that Linux permission concept, now you'll get the clarity. Okay. So next, Swapnil, you can speak, Swapnil.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Sorry, good evening. Sir, dot sh means, sir, we use that command sh Jenkins
Script.
dot sh. Okay.
Remember,
And
here we are setting everything in the automation. To do the automation, I'm using scripting. The difference between file and a script is file will not have any extension, but script will have .shs extension. Okay.
okay. Yes, sir. Sir, one more doubt. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, sir, previously I was using GCP, sir. So I got too much bill from his
Okay.
GCP people. Now I'm going to use this AWS, sir. But I have fear that
Don't
they
worry.
are
If
going
you have
to.
some billing also, you can speak with the customer support. But first of all, they won't direct the money. But of course, if they direct the money from your account, you can speak with the customer support to get back. Okay.
Sir, is there anything that we can avoid that?
Sure,
Any
you can avoid.
tricks?
So basically, first of all, set a billing alarm, Swapnil. And after that, it is going to provide 750 hours of free of cost for using. After your practice is done, stop the server or delete the server. Anything is fine. Okay. You can avoid a billing like that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Great troubleshooting technique of the day. In last class, we have seen Maven troubleshooting, right? So first troubleshooting technique is, sir, if you are unable to connect to Jenkins, first thing you want to check port number 88 is opened on security group or not. So remember, if your port number 88 is not on security group, you cannot able to connect to the Jenkins. Second thing, your service might not running. I'll show both of this on practical method. Currently, if you go and see, is your Jenkins dashboard running now? Are you able to see dashboard here? Everything is working as of now normally. So what I'm going to do is now, give the command systemctl status Jenkins service. What is status here? Running, right? For example, if the status is going to be on stopped, basically it won't stop normally, but in some occasions, if it is stopped, okay. Currently, you can see the status is going to be dead or inactive. Are you seeing here inactive dead? Now, if you go here and click on refresh, you will not load the Jenkins. Why? Because it says service. So when the service is on stopped mode, you cannot able to see it. Is it clear now? See, there you are going to see the unable to connect. First reason. Second reason is going to be port number 8080. By default, whenever you create a EC2 instance, if you miss the port number 8080 or all traffic, there you cannot have the port 8080 on server. So if your server is not having port 8080 in security groups, there also you cannot able to connect to the Jenkins server. Okay. Of course, there are some other methods which are the reasons why we are unable to connect to Jenkins, but those are we are going to discuss on upcoming sessions. Okay. Sometimes IP address might be the issue. Sometimes DNS might be the issue, or sometimes running status of server might be the issue. There will be a lot of issues, but slowly, one by one, we are going to deal with it. Is the concept clear for all of you now? What are the two major regions? First of all, you need to check port number. You need to check. Second thing, you need to check service is running or not. And write idiom of the day. Yes, Venkatesh. Idiom of the day, right? What is the last idiom I said? Buy the book, right? Okay. Is cakewalk done? Arm and a leg? Arm and a leg. ARM and leg. So, right. Costs an arm and a leg. That is the idea. Cost an arm and a leg. That means very expensive to buy. For example, it will cost an arm and a leg to buy a iPhone 15 Pro. That means it is very expensive to buy actually. Is it clear now? Okay then. So if the class is clear for all of you now, so let's meet on tomorrow's session. Have a great day. Bye all. Online, thanks for joining. Let's meet on tomorrow's session. Have a great day.